Hi guys, this is Mrs. Ross. Our focus for Monday and Tuesday this week will be measuring objects. The TEKS aligned with that objective are 1.7a, estimate and measure length using non-standard units such as paper clips or size of color tiles, and 1.7b, compare and order two or more concrete objects according to length from longest to shortest. The materials you'll need for both of the activities will be a notebook, eraser, pencil, spoon, and paper clips. If you do not have paper clips, you can substitute it for any small item you can use to measure with. For Monday's activity, you're going to answer these following questions in your notebook after you watch the video. Hi guys, so for these activities, we're going to be focusing on measuring objects. So for Monday's activity, you only need a few items. I have my notebook, marker, pencil, and an eraser. All right, so for this activity, you're going to just collect different objects of different lengths. We're going to place the objects on the table, and the objective is to order them from shortest to longest. So you're going to find which object is the shortest, and then put them in order from shortest to longest. So pretty simple activity. And then you're gonna answer the questions you see listed on the page for the activity. So question number 1 says, is the notebook longer or shorter than the eraser? So we're gonna compare, is the notebook longer or is it shorter than the eraser? And you would answer that in your notebook. And then follow the rest of the questions and answer them in your notebook as well. All right, thanks. So pretty simple activity for Monday. So just answer the following questions. And if you would like to repeat the activity, you can pull different items or materials and try ordering them from smallest to longest again. For Tuesday's activity, you're going to answer the following questions on a sheet of notebook paper as you are working along with the activity. So here you're going to have to predict before you measure, then you'll compare, and then we'll write it in a complete sentence before we repeat the steps again for a new object. So let's watch the video and see how to complete this activity. Okay, so for our Tuesday's activity, instead of putting the objects in order from shortest to longest, we're going to measure the item using a non-standard unit of measurements. For this activity, I'm going to use paper clips. So you're going to choose an item to begin with. I'm going to start with my marker. So first, you're going to grab your notebook, write the object that you're measuring. So I have my marker. How many paper clips long do I think the marker will be? My guess would say maybe about 3 paper clips long. So after you make your prediction, you're gonna actually measure it by lining up your materials along the object. And from here, I can see the actual length. So here's my guess. And here's the actual length. The actual length is 1, 2, 3, 4 paper clips. So it's actually 4 paper clips long. Once you have the total amount, you're going to go down and you're going to write it in a complete sentence. So it says, my estimate of 3 paper clips was less than my actual measurement of 4 paper clips. All right. So my estimate was 3, the actual amount was 4, and I know that 3 is less than 4. So for your sentence, my estimate of 3 paper clips was less than my actual measurement of 4 paper clips. So after you do one object, you can just pull another object, such as the eraser. How many paper clips long do you think the eraser will be? My guess is 1. So I will write eraser. The guess, prediction, or estimate will be 1, and the actual length is 1. If you do not have paper clips, you may also use any other item you have at home that's small to use measurement, such as beans, which you might have in your kitchen. So we can use how many beans long do you think the eraser will be? Make your prediction, measure it out. 1, 2, 3. So this is another non-standard. So the beans will be 3 beans long for the paper clip. So if you don't have paper clips, just look for any other small item you can use to measure your objects. And then repeat for the rest of your objects that you found for the activity today. Okay, and I meant the beans were 3 beans long for the eraser. All right, so you'll repeat this activity with the complete sentence for each of the other items you collected for Tuesday's activity. Okay, so for our... All right, thank you guys.